I have favorite shoes for many reasons, and they're always a different reason. And there are, I can't say that this shoe, which I'm going to talk about, is my favorite shoe, but it is in the top 10, and they're probably all equal. Yet this shoe did something special for our company. I created $1 million sandal for the use of the Academy Awards, and at that time, maybe half the world didn't know. A week later, all the world knew. So that shoe made Stuart Weitzman a household name around the world in fashion. It appeared 500-600 newspapers, on every TV show I was on. Larry King with it, and he never has fashion on Larry King. I was on Larry King with it. It was an exciting looking shoe that started a trend and forced the media to even start a shoe cam. They now have on.
You started
that's the $1 million shoe did that. That's what caused it. I thank Joan Rivers as well for asking all the actresses about those shoes, and especially picking up on the $1 million shoe, because she showed it off as soon as it hit the red carpet. And in that sense, if not my favorite, certainly one of them, and without question, the shoe that was our tipping point. That took us to the next
see another question coming in. What was your, besides fabulousness, what was your inspiration for the $1 million shoe?
Well, it was out of frustration, really.
Oh.
Until that shoe was created, shoes were not shown on award shows. Yeah, I know it, and the actress wearing it knows it, but the press would focus on the hair and the jewelry and the dress, and they rarely got to the shoe. And we put so much into it, as well as all the other designers, that the inspiration was out of necessity. What am I going to do to make sure that people like you focus on the shoes as well? And that $1 million shoe made it happen.
It was a watershed moment, and now they do the banding up and down with every single woman, and sometimes men too. So speaking of that whole red carpet thing, do you think that your readers are influenced by what celebrities are wearing on the red carpet?
Well, of course they are, and I think it's not really because people are celebrity crazy. They don't have a fetish over celebrities. They recognize, as I do, these girls can wear anything they want. They can have most of it for free, and even if they buy it, it doesn't mean anything to them for the money they make. We are catering to the highest quality person on the planet. If she can pick something out and look great in it, it's logical that other people will think they could look great in it as well. And that's a fact of life. And I would say it's not easy to satisfy that world and to cater to them, but it is very rewarding and very inspirational, and I look forward to it every February when the Academy Awards and Emmys and all that start.
That's obviously very influential. So in terms of going forward, February and beyond, what do you think is going to be the future of your company? What do you see? Where do you see yourself going?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying right here in my
around.
company.
How about the shoe?
I'll tell you, there was a guy named Armand Hammer who ran a petroleum company till he was 97. All I can tell you is he's my idol.
You'll be around at least that long. How about shoes? What are we going to do to keep them interesting? I think this over-the-knee boot thing has really energized boots that we were all wearing, we didn't really have to buy new, and now we do.
Well,
what's next in that?
I won't say that there aren't quiet periods in fashion. It happens on occasion, but it's much less than more. And there are fabulous designers creating wonderful product all over the world. And I'm glad to be a part of that. And I don't think that women will ever have a scarcity of shoes to pick from. If there are Imeldas out there, they will be able to fill their closets.
Is there any advice you can give the wonderful women who are watching this and men right now in terms of going forward in the spring? This is our boot.
Yeah, well, the winter is a boot season.
Right.
We see that. That's where most of the fashion is. And when you want to dress up in a wonderful shoe, it's usually the platform shoe. We're talking fashion now. Next spring, comfort is a big role. Women have told us they love flats, and we're all designing fabulous looking flats that you can wear as sandals, as ballet kind of shoes, as dress shoes, even flat summer booties. That's a major trend. The most beautiful dress shoes will be platform shoes in new ways, not just peep toes, which are the main area of platforms in this season, but also sandals and pumps. I would say that the kind of product that's coming back more than any other is the pump, the closed down with a beautiful shape and a very sexy line. There's really nothing more classic than that and more gorgeous, and we're glad to see women picking up on that because the industry loves those kinds of shoes.
And how about the toe shape? Do you think the pointed toe is coming back?
You know, the nice thing about the fashion today is there is no one toe shape. We create blasts, which is what causes the toe to have a certain form, that look right depending upon the outfit. Open toes are wonderful with certain kinds of wear. Very heavy, young, sporty toes are great also for a hipper, cooler, city attitude. The pointed toe has its place as well for a very sexy shoe. The round toe is the most sold. The oval toe is the most sold right for next season. Yeah, because it fits a lot of needs. Probably the only toe that there isn't a lot of is the square toe, but again, if it's done right, it looks wonderful for the season as well. The days of one toe shape have disappeared.
Isn't that nice? I think there's a lot of
you can all be your own desire. You can create your wardrobe, and we give you all the tools to do it with.
You sure do. I'll say that. What about, here's a question. Since so many women go from work to a date or to an industry party, something, do you think it's necessary to switch shoes from day to evening?
I think it's a good idea to change your shoes at least once a day, just for comfort and hygienic reasons. And if you're at work, you may be in a certain type shoe, and if you're going to an event, you're maybe in a special occasion shoe. We saw that start to happen during the New York subway strike. All you girls coming to work in your sneakers and changing into your heels at the office or your dress shoes at the office. That's a trend that never stopped, and it's practical. It's comfortable. Most women do that, and there's certainly nothing wrong with it.
I was having lunch with a friend yesterday, and we said, all you need to do is change your shoes and change your lipstick, and then you're done. You're ready to go out for the evening.
Yeah, you're a new personality.
Yeah, exactly.
It goes great in the city. And there are the trendsetters who start those trends, then our eyes get used to it. But generally, you don't want to clash your shoe with something else. And I really don't think most people can get away with just wearing their shoe. And when I mean that, we're not talking Lady Godiva in her shoes. We're talking about someone putting something on, but wearing a shoe that's so bold or so loud, that's all that's noticed. That's not why I design shoes. Our shoes are designed to work with you and everything else you wear.
I was just going to ask you, so why do you think you are so successful at designing shoes for every woman? What do you obviously have a
Am I? Okay.
Magic
I'll
water.
take that compliment. But I will say something that really goes back to my childhood in footwear. My father was a shoemaker. He made me learn shoemaking. And I became a real expert at shoemaking. And I often, if you ask me what is my talent, first and foremost, I'm a shoe engineer. I'm a shoe designer. That's easy. It comes naturally. Shoe engineering was a learning experience, trying and fitting over 1 million pairs of shoes on models' feet to get the right cut for different styles over the years. And I have one person who's an expert at it. Fortunately for me, she has decided not to work anywhere else because she's worth her weight in gold and has been with me those 25 or 30 years, making sure that every shoe I make fits and feels good. My wife and my daughters try them on, and if they don't feel good, they make me kick them out of the
Now that's a job.
Yeah,
Hey, Dad,
don't sell that, it's going to hurt the instep. And I try not to. I really don't believe that a gorgeous shoe has to hurt. It doesn't. And if it does, throw it away and start again and make another gorgeous shoe. We want you to come back. I am not trying to sell you the one great looking shoe I made. I want you to wear it, say, wow, I can't believe how long I wore that shoe with comfort, and you come back next year. You'll come back here in Children, you'll come back wherever you might see our products.